Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are going to break down a GCSE computer science question to show you how to get full marks every single time. Look, the goal here is to take all the guesswork out of these algorithm questions and give you a clear, simple strategy for success. All right, so let's get right into it. We're looking at a real question from an actual paper, the OCR J277/02 to be exact, and it's question 6b. This is one of those classic pseudocode tasks, and it's worth 3 marks that are honestly pretty easy to get if you just know the trick. So here's what it says. We need to write an algorithm to do 3 things. First, store hello in a variable called word1. Second, store everyone in word2. And third, join them together into a new variable called message. I know, words like algorithm and concatenate can sound a bit scary. But trust me, this is just a to-do list the examiner has kindly written out for us. Right, this is probably the most important thing to get your head around. Don't look at this as one big, complicated coding problem. It's not. It's just a simple checklist. The examiner is literally telling you what to do. All we have to do is tick off the boxes one by one. Okay, so let's lay it out super clearly. 3 steps. First, we need a variable, let's call it word1, and we'll stick hello in there. Second, another variable, word2, and that's going to hold everyone. And third, just join them together and save that new thing in a variable called message. See? 3 steps, 3 marks. Simple as that. Now for the fun part. Let's actually write this pseudocode. And we're not going to try to be heroes and write it all in one go. Nope. We're going to build this solution one line at a time, matching each line to one of those steps we just talked about. All right, step 1. The question said to store hello in a variable called word1. So how do we do that in pseudocode? Well, it's as simple as this. Word1 equals hello. Done. That's it. One instruction from the question is now one line of our code. Easy. Okay, let's add to that. What was the second instruction? Oh yeah, store everyone in word2. So we just add the next line. Word2 equals everyone. We are literally just following the recipe, line by line. And now for the final piece of the puzzle. Step 3. We need to join or concatenate these 2 variables and put the result into message. And we do that with a simple plus sign, just like this. Message equals word1 plus word2. And that's it. That is our complete 3-line algorithm. So that thing we just did with the plus sign, it has a fancy name. And it's a really important word to know. It's called concatenation. It's just the official term for smushing 2 or more strings together end to end. And using that little plus symbol is a super common way to do it, not just in pseudocode, but in a ton of actual programming languages too. Okay, so our code looks pretty good, right? It feels right. But how can we be absolutely sure it's going to get us the full 3 marks? Well, we don't have to guess. We can go straight to the source, the official OCR mark scheme. This tells us exactly what the examiners are looking for. And would you look at that? The mark scheme lays it all out. Let's check it against our code. First mark, storing both strings correctly in word1 and word2. Did we do that? Yep. Word1 equals hello, word2 equals everyone. Check. 1 mark for us. Second mark, correct concatenation. Did we do that? Word1 plus word2. Yep. Check. That's 2 marks. And the third and final mark, for storing in variable message. And we did that too. Message equals. Check. It's a perfect match. 3 for 3. So just by following the question's instructions, nice and methodically, we've ticked off every single requirement on that mark scheme. That's a guaranteed 3 marks in the bag, no doubt about it. So what's the big lesson here? What's the secret sauce for tackling any algorithm question they throw at you? It's actually a really simple but super powerful way of thinking. I want you to really remember this. Think of it this way. Algorithm questions are just recipes. That's all they are. Don't let the fancy words intimidate you. All you have to do is read the instructions, the steps in the recipe, and translate each one into a line of code. That's the whole game. Once you start thinking this way, it kind of changes how you see a lot of problems, not just in exams. So I'll leave you with this thought to chew on. What other tricky-looking questions, in any subject, not just computer science, are actually just a simple series of steps in disguise? Because once you start looking for the recipe, you'll be surprised how often you find one.